If you're looking for Twingo, you came to the right place. If you're looking for Twingo, just look right in my face. I was born standing up and talking back. My daddy was a green-eyed man and Jack because it's Twingo. My middle name is Misery. Actually, it's Jesus, and I'm the way, the truth, the life. Just like Twingo. So don't you mess around with me. Yes, welcome back once again to another episode of Twingo Live. Twingo episode, if you can believe it, 61. Twingo episode 61, yes indeed, and we will be playing this evening Twingo open brackets, the return close brackets. Look, took out the colon, put in brackets. Never take out a colon unless you have medical training. I happen to have such medical training, so I ripped that motherfucker right out of there. So yes, Twingo open brackets. It might put the colon back in for next week. We'll see how I feel. Yes, indeed, Twingo. There'll be fun. There'll be japes. Not guaranteed, of course. That's we do offer an absolutely no money back guarantee. So that's the seal of approval that you get only with Twingo open brackets, the return close brackets. But of course, we wish to play Twingo, but we cannot play Twingo. Not until we bring to the stage the queen of the double R club herself, the organ grinder to my monkey. Still not that euphemism. Give it up for Roson! I mean, thunderous. Do you have a musical instrument? What's going on there?
Oh, I have chocolate.
Chocolate. Chocolate as musical instrument.
Yeah. These are Easter chocolates that I found in the sweetie stash.
Ooh, we do have quite a big sweetie stash. We don't eat sweets all the time, so we tend to sort of amass. We've still got some Christmas shit, haven't we?
Yeah, I found some Christmas chocolate. Caramel chocolate from Hotel Chocolat.
But it's got white chocolate in it, so I cannot eat it. She definitely can, and she definitely will.
So yeah, we have there's a girl I work with.
There's a girl.
There's a girl I work with, and she.
I want to tell you about a girl.
And she buys me a lot of chocolate. She's a huge chocoholic, so she always buys us selection boxes. She buys us.
So you're enabling her by allowing her to go there to buy stuff for you.
She buys you wine gums for your birthday,
she does.
your Christmas.
She does
she
that.
sends home treats for a monkey. We get Easter eggs. And she's like a kind of sweetie mother. And so we end up with loads of chocolate.
We do have a lot of chocolate.
But we don't eat it all the time.
No.
Although, like Dwin? Like gin, since Twingo, I do eat it every
gin.
Thursday.
We get through a lot of gin, and we have gotten through a lot of gin. We've almost extinguished our entire gin supplies. But
we're on to the miniatures soon.
Yes, we will be. That'll be a sad day.
Well, people buy us miniatures because they're fancy bottles.
But this evening, we did try our new gin, Tanqueray Royale. Now, you may be thinking, Royale, not with cheese. No. It's like a blackcurrant. I liked it more than you did.
Yeah, it wasn't sweet enough for me.
No, I liked it, yeah. Well, and yet you married me.
Yeah. That's why I eat chocolate all the time.
You've literally just got done saying that you didn't eat chocolate all the time. Cover blown.
Huh. Wendy's saying, is Rose rather quiet?
Well,
if we are quiet, then just tell us.
Tell us, and we'll try and do something about it. But I mean, obviously, I'm not quiet because I tend to shout. I mean, la 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 la.
I don't know.
See, this has a slider here that you could put up, I think.
This could be chaos.
Yeah.
This could be chaos.
See, just put it up like, just put it up to there, maybe.
Ooh.
Whoa, that's a lot. Now try
Do
you.
your thing. Okay.
Welcome, Twingo things. So obviously loud. And now.
Hello, my name is Rose Thorne. Welcome to Twingo.
How was that?
Was
Is that
any
okay?
better?
Is that now too loud for me? Do we need to go part way between
'Cause
step 1 and step
it
2?
did used to go up to the red when you got all.
Ah! Yeah, I can't make it go to the
Yeah,
red
so
now.
maybe something's happened.
Maybe.
Um,
But yeah, do tell us if the sound's too quiet, and we'll,
yeah,
you
way
know.
better, Sir Shannon. To be honest, you only mentioned me talking about chocolate, so
Yeah, it was just lots of chocolate talk.
everybody's saying better. Yay.
Chocolate Choco Chat with Rose Thorne.
Oh no.
No?
Don't plan to do that, because then you'd have to talk about, how does it melt on my palate?
No, I just think it's more you shove a bunch of chocolate buttons in your mouth and then you try and talk. And they have to try and work out what you're saying. And the chocolate's dribbling down your chin.
Or I get on Twitch, undo an extra button.
Just the extra button.
And I have people send me chocolate that I eat live on screen.
Because apparently, like, Twitch is like full of people that don't get naked, but just a little bit of
Undo an
ooh,
extra button.
but a little bit of ooh, and just talk about anything, and people just like send them money and shit.
Sean Mooney isn't here this evening, so we can tell you. He was over last week and was telling us and was showing us on Twitch girls in bikinis sitting on inflatables.
But apparently you can only wear a bikini on Twitch and do this if you have a hot tub, because that legitimizes the bikini. If you're just in a bikini, it's too porny, it's too salacious, it's too cam girl. So, but there's people that just are fully dressed. So I think you could go in with a kind of strict, kind of school marmish kind of take no nonsense, send me chocolate and money. I think you could do it. Don't you think it would work? I think it would work.
Everybody's saying, what about the hot tub stream? Actually, in August, I'm going to be in Scotland for one of the Twingo nights. So I don't know how you couldn't set it all up on your own.
No, not on my own.
You know, I'll be in a hot tub.
Well, we'll see. We'll look into it.
We've deviated very early on. I can feel John Atfield.
We've deviated like a septum.
I can hear John Atfield screaming from here.
Make like a septum and deviate, we say.
I'm going to hand back to you.
Right. Oh, yes. Okay, so yes, we're playing Hidblade Twingo, and we're playing the return ball set and match. So yes, finally, we come back. Finally, the real national sport of Britain, Twingo. Forget this bunch of millionaire haircuts kicking a pig's bladder around a field. Fuck that noise. It's pointless, it's dumb, and no stuff can be accrued by you, only by them. So fuck that shit. So yes, Twingo is life. Life is Twingo, and we are back. I will just run. How many new players do we have this week? 18 new players. So that means I have to go through the rules very, very quickly. It's very simple. It's basically, you know what bingo is, right? Yeah, you know what bingo is. You know what Twin Peaks is, yeah? You don't have to know anything about Twin Peaks or Twin Peaks The Return. But you know, like, it's a thing. Isn't that a thing? That's like Twin Peaks. It's like a thing and stuff and shit. So, bingo, Twin Peaks. Nibble your buttons. Twin Peaks bingo, Twin Peaks bingo. It's a composite word. It's a portmanteau. It's Twingo. It's Twin Peaks bingo, basically. Got to stuck to my teeth. A really good chocolate.
Oh, it's not my glass.
Each and every one of these balls corresponds to something to do with Twin Peaks The Return. It could be a character, it could be a quotation, it could be a place, it could be a thing that appeared in Twin Peaks The Return. And could correspond, each one of these balls could correspond to one of the squares on your Twingo card. How many squares on a Twingo card?
25!
25! Maths never a strong point. 25 squares on each Twingo card. So if one of these balls corresponds to one of the printed words, names, places, whatever on your Twingo card, simply take a writing implement and cross it off. If you're like a bingo aficionado, you've got a dabber, simply dab it. If you don't have a writing implement, you don't have a dabber, that's okay, you can still play. You just take your fingers and you make a hole in the Twingo card to mark your process. You make a hole, or as we say here at Twingo, you invaginate, and we are looking for a full Twingo card. None of this corners, none of this diagonals, lines, horse shit. A full card. When you have a full Twingo card, either crossed off, dabbed, or invaginated, you need to type into the comments below in capital letters, please, with as many exclamation marks as you see fit, the word Twingo! You're calling Twingo, at which point Rose will take a screen grab of that comment and we will continue to play. But why? Why will we continue to play? That's because each and every game of Twingo has how many winners?
3 winners.
3 winners, and this evening's game is no exception. So basically, we will continue to do that until we have 3 calls of Twingo, at which point Rose will go over there and cogitate, make sure that no one has called Twingo incorrectly, or as we say here at Twingo, fraudulently, because if you do call incorrectly, everyone in the comments gets to call you an imbecile in capital letters with as many exclamation marks as they see fit. It's really very, very simple. Now, there is one ball in, just the last thing is there is one ball in here that has written on it, nothing's been called yet, that has written on it, the log lady. Now, let me just get these in my fucking... When the ball that has the log lady written on it is called, at that point, we suggest you all drink a toast to the wonderful Catherine Coulson, who played the log lady, who was wonderful and fantastic and awesome. If you don't drink alcohol, that's absolutely fine. You can drink what you like. Drink fizzy pop. Drink, bull semen for all I care. But, drink a toast. Show some respect. I'm not sure this is going to work with gin chocolate. You must be able to get chocolate gin.
We have some in the cupboard.
Oh, we do? Oh.
Get it from Hotel Chocolat.
Chocolat.
Paul's saying, so Paul and John in Manchester have a new sofa.
So far, so good.
John has hurt his back, popped a disc.
That's what vigorous dogging will do for you.
I made the dogging joke already. And Paul says that they're drinking out of tiki cups with lids because no uncovered drinks allowed on the new sofa.
What's it made out of? Suede?
Yep, cowhide.
Cowhide. Rawhide.
And the arms are made from cat fur.
Can I just see the mime for the arms of the sofa there?
Cat fur.
Cat fur. What good's a cat fur? Cat fur good. Let's play Twingo. I'm taking these away, am I?
You can eat them. They're not very left. Wendy says just put an old shower curtain over it because that's what her mum used to do.
That would look very attractive.
Where's mum's marvellous?
Okay, let's Twingo. No?
Yeah.
You got more business? No?
I have no business.
No business. Then it's none of yours.
No business. Yeah. Where is John? John's on ibuprofen, codeine, and coke. I'm assuming you mean Coca-Cola. You should try.
I'm assuming you mean cocaine.
You should try ibuprofen, codeine, and gin. That's how I get through Twingo.
It's the only way to do it. Okay, right, so.
Right, John.
Let's Twingo! First ball out this evening.
First time out tonight. It's a new ball. It's a Twingo COVID ball. It's first seen in the return. It's Duncan Todd.
Duncan Falula Todd. If I remember correctly, he was wearing a plaid suit, which was a little bit harsh on the old eyes there. Duncan Falula Todd. Duncan Todd, if you have him on your card, cross him off, dab him, invaginate, and we're off to the races.
I am not your foot.
I am not your foot. I'm not your foot. Or any measure of distance. I am not your foot.
Bill Hastings.
Bill Hastings, he just wants to go scuba diving. Oh, when he goes scuba diving. Bill Falula Hastings. Bill the Battle Hastings.
Is it too early to deviate?
From maybe one more ball. Why? But
because it's about scuba diving. My story
go on then.
about
Oh,
scuba
right, you have a story about scuba diving. Okay.
So, many of you will know that
COVID.
One of the things we do with the money from Cadbury versus Cancer is give money to the end of life ward at St Joseph's Hospice in East London. I went to the hospice a couple of weeks ago to see how they've spent the money. What are you been up to? People are allowed back in the hospice. And they have bought, with the money that we've donated to them, VR headsets software and a training thing. And so I tried on one of the headsets. And so with this headset, I went scuba diving in a VR environment. Huge, big stingray, manta ray flying fish went right over me.
My manta rays, all right.
There was fish all around me, and it genuinely blew my mind. It felt like I was underwater. But they bought these VR kits for patients who are at their end of life because it's been proven that VR can help reduce anxiety, make people feel a little bit calmer, perhaps get that one last visit to the seaside, to your childhood town where you were brought up. There was a patient from Delhi who just wanted to see Delhi once more, but was so ill she was never going to be able to travel there. Put on the headset, she said it felt like she was there. So her blood pressure comes down and she's much calmer. But there was somebody who always wanted to go skiing, couldn't afford it his whole life. All he ever wanted to do was go skiing, put on the headset, and he said it was like being there. So all the money that you give for cancer research not only helps with Cadbury versus cancer, not only helps with child bereavement work, but also helps give people who are nearing the end of life just a nicer time.
Just that experience.
Yeah, just a nice.
Is
you know,
awesome.
When my dad was in the hospice, if they would come in and they would say, "John, what do you want to drink?"
And he said,
and he'd say, "A whiskey," and they would go, "Okay then."
Give him a fucking whiskey. He's in a fucking hospice.
There was a smoking area at the hospice my dad died in, which was for patients only. Because you know what? If you're at the end of the life, why should you not get what you want?
Frankly, if I'm at the end of life, if I'm fucking in a hospice, I might start smoking. Because fuck it. You want to do it, do it.
Yeah. So,
which leads you on, of course, Cadbury vs. Cancer, to the Lynch auction, which is now live, Lynch fans. There is some truly awesome stuff on the Cadbury vs. Cancer David Lynch auction.
We'll come back to that.
We'll come back to it. So we're just teasing that, and we'll Twingo a bit more, and we'll come back. But trust me,
VR headsets, amazing, and we funded it. They wouldn't have been able to buy them had it not been for Cadbury versus Cancer. So you're making a difference to people's lives and deaths, and that is amazing. So cough up, catfish. Is that a thing?
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Is that an expression?
Yeah, cough up, catfish.
Cough up, catfish. You've got a catchphrase. Look at that.
Cough up, catfish.
Cough up, catfish.
Right, okay, so back to Twingo. I know some of you are saying you need to concentrate, and it's a bit confusing. We're back to Twingo. I have a ball in my hand, and the ball says David Lynch.
David Lynch. David Lynch, the man himself. He created it, co-wrote it, directed it. The return, that is, all the episodes. David Lynch. Does the weather forecast, does the number every day. And Ruby Wednesday was over here the other day because every day Rose tries to guess David Lynch's number of the day before it's called. So he draws it, and then Rose tries to guess it. And Ruby was sitting there, and you guessed it right. And Ruby went absolutely ape shit. Yeah. Like, woo! Thought you cheated. Yeah. But no. Sometimes she just gets it right. There's a simpatico.
I'm a day out at the moment, though. I seem to be getting tomorrow's number.
Yes, you did that a couple of times. Yeah, weird.
Anyway, it's the greatest love story of all time. It's Norma and Ed.
Norma and Ed. Norma and Ed. Norma and Ed got pretty cuddly and they went to bed. Norma and Ed. Oh, yeah.
They had a baby and called it Jed.
They didn't have a baby. They're too old to have children by the time they got together. They could have had children. That's the tragedy.
And they would have been pretty.
Well, if they'd gotten her. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to cast Cistercians or any other kind of monk.
Back to Twingo. Back to Twingo. It's an orange ball. It's Twingo the return. It's turkey jerky.
Turkey jerky sounds best in a Scottish accent. It's called
turkey jerky.
Turkey jerky. The purple turtle ate a curly whirly and then had some turkey jerky.
Jade. It's just Jade.
Just Jade.
Just Jade.
Just Jade. Nothing more. I believe she's mentioned on at least one other ball. This just says Jade.
Yeah. I'm not going to read out what Paul has just said because people will think that they're getting a ball called. But of course, yeah, we were trying to think today. What are the special attachments for?
I didn't look it up. I just thought we'll just see what we remember as we go, because this is the one we know the least.
Jody. Joe.
Day. Can I just say the one for day again?
That's the sun.
We went from Jade to Jowday. Is there a connection? We're not going to talk about Jowday. We are going to talk about Jade and Jowday. Jade and Jowday. Having a nice day.
In another game, this would be a purple ball. It's Agent Cooper.
Simply Agent Cooper. Agent Falula Cooper. Agent Cooper. Agent Cooper. He saw Audrey, fell in a stupor.
Lucky 7 Insurance.
Lucky 7 Insurance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lucky 7 Insurance. Lucky 7. Lucky 7. Why is 7 lucky? I've never understood it.
Because it doesn't divide into anything. It's not a prime number.
Well, that's not what that means, is it?
It fits into 23.
I mean, it fits into 14, doesn't it? 7.
Yeah, 14 is not a lucky number. Odd numbers are lucky, not even. What kind of fool are you?
I'm filling.
Hello, Johnny. How are you today?
Hello, Johnny. How are you today? Hello, Johnny. How are you today? Hello, Johnny. Was there? He just sat there, didn't really.
He could do the teddy bear could do robotics.
Could he? Okay. Hello, Johnny. You're not going to do the. Hello, Johnny. How are you? This is what a robot does. Hello, Johnny. How are you today?
We are the robots.
And rest.
Seen.
And seen. And we are being seen right now, believe it or not.
Sam Colby.
Sam Colby. Sam Colby. Sam Colby. 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 Sam Colby. Sam Colby. Sam Colby. Colby.
Carrie Page.
Carrie Page. Ooh, who is she? Why does she look like somebody else? Ooh, mystery. Ooh, multifaceted. Ooh, is it another world, another timeline? We'll literally never know. Carrie Page.
Shell says it's lucky 7 because rats have 7 nipples. There you go. Learning every day.
I think Shell just made that up. Why would an animal have an odd number of nipples?
Because there's always an odd child.
Are you trying to say I have an odd number of nipples? Cahy. I'd like to think someone's just tuning in right at that moment where 2 grown adults are just going, Cahy. Yeah, literally, when you did it just then, you just went, Cahy.
Fuck you, Tammy.
Fuck you, Tammy. Fuck you, Tammy. Of course, played by Christabel.
Bell.
Who's just about to release, I believe, an album, cover versions of Cure songs.
Only available digitally.
Or on vinyl. I saw someone on, I think it was Ronette's Bridge, one of the Twin Peaks groups, saying, "Oh, I listened to them. It was fucking awful, and I'm a lifelong Cure fan." It's just like we listened to them. They just like it was all right. Some of it was all right. I thought. I mean, they're good songs.
Yeah.
She even did at least one from Pornography, which is my favourite Cure album.
But the internet has given people this opportunity
and idea that their opinion matters.
To think that actually they're all Barry Norman.
I mean, Barry Norman. Wow. If that doesn't date you. First of all, you're not even talking about a film.
Well, he's the only review person I know.
Mark Commode. But again, we're not talking about films.
But it's like, the internet, I don't care about your opinions. Watch, don't watch. If you don't like it, scroll past it. I don't understand why everybody feels that their opinion has to be heard because we're all sitting at home desperate to hear from George, who lives in, I don't know,
Paynton,
in
Wales.
Barnsbury.
That
could be a place. Barnsbury, with his 5 dogs, wife, 3 mistresses, and 15 and a half kids. Nobody cares, George from Barnsbury.
But it's not about. I mean, I think expressing your opinion is fine, but as if to put it on a post, someone else posted about it, and he went, "Oh, it's fucking rubbish," whereas someone else has posted about it. So I'm thinking they probably think it's like either a good idea or actually sounds alright. So just keep scrolling. If you want to post about it and say, "I heard this, I think this is dog shit," I think that's fine because then people can scroll past that. But to kind of shit on someone else's post just seems.
I think people should keep their opinions to themselves and frankly scroll on past without passing judgment on any other decent human being.
Well, we're talking about Facebook here. Are there any decent human beings on there?
No.
Let's Twingo.
Oh, the policeman's dream.
The policeman's dream, presumably beating up a brown person, for instance. The policeman's dream.
Patrick is asking if anybody's being the archivist. I'm not sure.
Is
the Lions are on holiday.
That question is really just saying, is anyone being the grown up? Do we have the hanging lady?
I don't know.
Sometimes she takes a note. No. So, yeah, I think she's poo-pooed us, which is lucky that I'm not going to do the song that's about her this evening because I've actually written one or started to anyway.
I think there comes a point if when the tension zone happens, just chance your arm. What's the worst that could happen?
Wow. I mean, just mentioning the tension zone at this stage, it feels like it's like my. No, you can't do that. It's not the tension. What are you doing?
I've got new batteries.
We've got new batteries in it, but it's not the put it down. It's not the tension zone yet. Jesus, the actual tension zone feels like it's like days away. It's not. Calm down. Calm your jets. Back to Twingo, the return.
Solemn face. We're just here to play Twingo. It's a good, clean, fun game.
Whatever that means.
Oh, talking of Joe Foley, the statue.
The statue.
Non-existent.
Non-existent, which is all the interest that Joe Foley has in being a human statue. Non-existent. Non-existent. Non-exist.
Richard and Linda.
Richard and Linda. 2 birds, 1 stone. Richard and Linda. And Falula, watching from the corner, maybe with a video camera.
We had 2 birds, pigeons, in the building opposite ours, nesting in the drain pipe. They only went and got a man with a big crane to dispose of the birds and
turf them out.
And the nest.
This is London, so they didn't get rid of them. They turfed them out.
So we don't have 2 birds over
there. Or 1 stone.
They were monkeys' little friends. She would talk to them every morning.
She would, but I think she was less making friends and more kind of, I want to eat you.
Dougie's wedding ring.
Dougie's wedding ring. Dougie's wedding ring. Where did it end up? We're not going to say. We're not going to say. It ended up in a very strange place, didn't it? Dougie's wedding ring.
The one-armed man.
The one-armed man, played by the wonderful Mr. Al Strobel. The one-armed Falula man. One-armed man. Cross it, dab it. You know. No, you haven't got a clue behind you. You know.
James Hurley.
James Falula Hurley. Just you and I. And I give you. James Hurley.
I fear I've snapped his Gregory.
Oh, fear I've snapped his Gregory. I fear I've snapped his Gregory. Of course, that is rhyming slang. Gregory Peck.
Neck.
Neck.
Hutch and Chantel.
Terrible people.
Terrible people.
Terrible people.
Terrible
Hutch
people. Terrible people.
and Chantal. Terrible people. Terrible people. Terrible, terrible, terrible people. Hutch and Chantal.
What's Hutch short for?
Hutchinson.
There you go.
It's disease. He's terribly afflicted. Is that a disease, Hutchinson's?
Janie E.
Janie E. Janie E. Janie E. Of course, played by Naomi Watts in a performance. Let's just say that. Let's leave it at that.
It's not past judgment based on what we say earlier on.
What you said. I'm passing judgment on the internet all the time. Janie E's a good. He's a good. She's Janie E's a good.
You all had your photograph taken in at Twin Peaks UK. It is glass box. Oh.
Glass box. Why you? Now make the more.
Okay.
Try and get a snap to the. Okay, dush, right, and then bring that one to the middle, and that one to the other side, and again.
I'm going down.
You just said that, didn't you? You really just. Oh, it's going down on me.
I don't know what you mean. It's the first band from that place this evening. It's the Cactus Blossoms.
The Cactus Blossoms, if you haven't got their album with the song Mississippi, I believe. The Cactus Blossoms, very good. We saw them live. They were good, weren't they? The whole Everly Brothers
Yep, we
shtick.
went to see Joe and
The Mysterious
Hurricane.
Woodsman. The Hurricane, yes.
The Hurricane. It's a world of truck drivers.
It's a world of truck drivers, which is a good job because we've got stuff here. It needs to go over there. It's a world of truck drivers. It's not a world of mini drivers because there's only one of her.
Oh, good joke.
Well, let's not stretch it to calling it a joke.
Buckhorn Police Department.
But it's the police department in Buckhorn. Therefore, it's the Buckhorn Police Department. Dept. Buckhorn Police Department.
They also make deodorant. It's the Mitchum Brothers. The deodorant we have is Mitchum.
Oh, is it Mitchum? Is it? Okay. The Mitchum Brothers.
Are you sure that's what
I mean, it could be. I could go and check, but yeah, fine.
I don't think it's a
The Mitchum
I
Brothers.
think it's a deal breaker. Alice Tremont.
Alice Tremond.
Doesn't live here anymore.
No. She used to
Lovely Alice.
Nor does Carrie. Carrie doesn't live here anymore. She used to have the room on the second floor. Sorry, she left no forwarding address that is known to me.
You abandoned me.
Different song.
I
That's don't live here anymore. Didn't Jimmy Nail record
I
that?
don't know. We didn't have any gin last week. This is the first gin we've had in a fortnight.
Fortnight of soberness, sobriety.
So it's all gone Pete Tom.
We are in the realm of the essence of Tom, in
Like
fact.
the deodorant. Do you know what this is?
Do you know what this is? What is it? It's a Twingo ball. Do you know what this is?
And you can go there and see a rock band or a pop group. It's the Road House.
A polar bear fell on me. The road house. House. The road house.
Monica
Lewinsky.
Belushi.
Ah, Monica Bellucci. Monica Bellucci wears a lot of Gucci.
Has a dodgy knee.
I was going to say showing off her coochie, but really, knee doesn't really.
Dr. Amp. Dr. Amp.
Dr. Amp. Dr. Amp. Dr. Amp. Quite unshaven, looks like a tramp. Dr. Amp.
Sarah Palmer.
Smoky McSmokeface herself. Sarah Falula Palmer.
The evolution of the arm.
The evolution of the arm. The evolution of the arm, or what happens when one of your cast members goes absolutely fucking batshit crazy. Okay.
There's fire where you are going.
There is fire where you are going. Maybe some kind of asbestos blanket or
Good solid
soda siphon.
PPE.
PPE won't help you against fire.
The Black Lodge.
The Black Falula Lodge. The Black Lodge. It's a lodge. It's black. Therefore, it must be obviously the Black Lodge. Cross it, dab it. You know.
Mr. C.
Mr. C with a small c. Mr. C, a terrible man. Terrible man. Terrible, terrible, terrible man. Mr. C.
So good, they named it twice. It's New York City.
New York. New York City. New York City. New York City. The Big Apple. Le Grand Pomme.
Bushnell Mullins.
Bushnell Mullins. Bushnell Mullins used to be a boxer.
Thumbs on the outside. I learned that.
Yeah.
Because I used to be a
Bushnell
boxer.
Mullins.
There was a time when I went to boxing lessons. You're ruining the story
I
by
mean,
making
it's
faces.
all true.
And I came home, broke his femur, and wasn't allowed to go back.
What bone is the femur?
The one I broke. Oh,
I
dear.
like how you might say, I broke a bone, broke a bone. What's a bone? Femur's a bone. Femur. Broke a femur.
Where is it?
What?
Which one is it? Oh my goodness. Jen,
I broke a femur with a lemur.
wasn't allowed back. Cancelled my payments there and then.
Cancelled your payment.
Returned the direct debit. Under the direct debit rules.
The more you drink of that gin, the better it gets as well. It's really good.
Perhaps one of the best characters in Twin Peaks: The Return, Constance Talbot.
She's tall and a robot. She's a tall bot. And she's called Constance. She's Constance Talbot.
Ike the Spike.
Ike the Spike. Ike the Spike. He's got a spike. He's called Ike. Therefore, No, he doesn't care for it. They call him Ike the Spike.
Dougie's golden ball. Give it a cup. Give it a cup. It's
Cup his ball.
Dougie's golden ball. Cup.
Dougie's golden ball. Cup.
That's what you do. That's a dogging tip that I picked up.
Just in case you're interested. Cup the ball that is golden and is Dougie's.
Talking of Ike the Spike, squeeze his hand off.
Squeeze his hand off. Squeeze his hand. Squeeze his hand off.
I think maybe we'll do 4 more, and then we want to know what the score's on the door.
Because we're trying to play this like people that know what they're doing now. So.
Oh, Dr. Amp's gold shit digging shovel.
Dr. Amp's gold shit digging shovel.
The Woodsman.
The Woodsman. Simply the woodsman or men.
You know, the ball's gone.
Ball's gone. Make it up.
Not bending.
Whatever, we'll take either. The woodsman, woodsmen. I think it's woodsmen.
Whatever's on your card.
Whatever's on your card.
I was talking to him today. It's Ray Monroe.
Ray, that fucker Ray. Ray Monroe. You talking to him today, what, on Twitter? Or?
Talking to George.
George?
On the Instagram.
If you haven't seen his film From the Head, by the way,
You can win it.
you can win it.
You can bid on it in the Cadbury versus Cancer auction.
And it is worth it. It's a very good, it's really good kind of indie film. It's the kind of film I didn't think they made anymore.
It also, the lot features probably one of the last that fucker Ray patches. He doesn't make them anymore.
And they are like hen's teeth. Terrible at chewing anything with any consistency.
Philip
Philippe
Gerard.
Gerard. Philippe 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 Gerard. Woo! Philippe Gerard.
The Brennan family.
The Brennan family. We won't name them all because they may have their own balls. The Brennan clan or family.
So you can tell us what scores you've got.
On the doors. What are the scores on the doors?
And
George Doors.
Another thing that's in the Twin charity auction is a Twingo bundle. That's right.
A twandle.
There is a Twin Peaks bundle, there is a Benjamin Lush curated bundle, and there is 2 mystery bundles. With these bundles, all the people that have donated items to me that are not officially licensed,
And so therefore
could
copyright
be
iffy,
problematic
yeah.
because they could be.
But some of them are really good.
They are amazing. So all these amazing makers send me items that all go into the mystery boxes. And remember, with the mystery boxes, all 4 of them, the more you bid, the more goes in the prize box. There's also a Rose Thorn treats selection. Hello, monkey. Where you can win my knitted soaps and my knitted things.
You don't knit soap.
And soap collection. And yeah, the more you bid, the more
the bigger the box gets.
On there. Right, so we have Shannon is on 8. Of course, Shannon actually came to the show last week and got to meet everybody
in the flesh. Not like that.
Wearing an amazing mask, 1/2 zigzags, 1/2 red. First person he met, Ruby Wednesday. Then there was me, then there was Sean, and she just had to look at you.
From a distance. It's how I'm seen the best.
Shannon came to the show last week.
From a distance.
Amanda and Andy are on 8 and 10. Graham's on 10. Will's on 11. Shell's on 9.
Abby, 13.
Patrick's on 11. Or is he? He doesn't know. He dozed off at the beginning.
I don't
Joe
blame
Foley's on 9. Abby's on 13. Paul in Manchester's on 14. Pete Python.
That's not his name.
Is on 9. Wendy's on 11. Joe's on 11. Simon's on 14. Come on, Simon. Maya's on 11. Fluffy and JJ are on 11 and 12. So I think we are very much in the top up the gin.
Nearly.
Okay, I'll do. Have you nearly finished?
I'm nearly there, yeah.
Okay, I'll read out some more balls.
Read out some more balls.
Oh, this was a ball that I remembered this afternoon.
Oh, of course.
And
of course.
And for many of you, you may experience something in the next few minutes that you never thought you'd see coming from the mouth of a grown woman. Wally Brando.
Wally Brando, named of course after.
Brando.
Wally Brando, named of course after the famous actor Marlon Brando. And Marlon Brando, who sounds quite a lot like this.
Why you disrespect the family? It's still good.
I mean, well.
Why you disrespect the family?
Oh, nearly lost that one. Last one. Do you do any other films that he was in?
He was only in that film.
Was he? Oh, how did you get to be such a big star just being in the one film? That's incredible. Sorry, can I just see that? Money. One more time.
Why you disrespect the family? We watched On the Waterfront the other week there, and I was thinking to myself, are there any impressions that I can do out of this?
Well, the classic from that is I could have been a contender. I could have been someone instead of a bum, which is what I am.
I'm a bum. No.
I could have been a contender.
I could have been a contender.
I mean, he's not got the stuff in his mouth, so there's no need to talk like that.
That's the only way I can do it.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. So basically, you're Don Corleone in The Waterfront, on The Waterfront. It's a great film.
Contender.
If you haven't seen On the Waterfront, it's a fucking great film.
Why are you talking to me like this?
Could have been a contender.
I could have been a contender.
I could have been somebody.
I could have been sorry.
Instead of a bum, which is what I am.
Instead of a bum, which is what I am.
Instead of a bum, which is what I am.
Why do you disrespect the family?
I mean, that's Marlon Brando in On the Waterfront following a significant stroke.
Joe Foley asks how my impression is getting worse. And on that point,
in no way, I think that's how.
I feel somewhat
slighted.
I'm a professional artist. I have the equity card, and quite frankly, Joe Foley, if that is
your name,
you've gone one step too far, and I'm leaving because frankly, that sounded to me like you disrespected the family.
At which point, as Rose goes away to refresh our drinks, and it's kind of gone to my head somewhat. What? Yeah, I'll have another one of them. What I usually do is I take a popular or well-known song and I rewrite it, hopefully for some kind of comedic effect, and accompany myself on the kazoo. This evening I will be using this red metallic kazoo. It's metallic because it's made of metal. There you go. But I thought what I would do is I would take a song from the book What I Wrote, A Murder of Songs, which basically is a compilation of the first year of songs what I rewrote for the purposes of Twingo. And I thought I would pick an 80s classic that I rewrote. And the 80s songs are always good to do purely because, well, one of the reasons is they give me a reason to kind of sing, and I use the word sing loosely, in a very kind of 80s OTT melodramatic fashion, and there's little better than that. So the song that's been rewritten is To Cut a Long Story Short by Spandau Ballet, and it seems appropriate that the rewriting very much tells the story of something that happened very recently, even though it was written before that, because yet again another Tory fucking arsehole has been found out to be a cunt. So yes, Matt Hancock was breaking the rules. Fuck the affair. That's not the issue. The issue is breaking the lockdown stipulations, which he basically he's an arsehole. Should probably be set fire to. I'm not condoning that, but I may bring the marshmallows should he be so treated. So yes, it's Spandau Ballet by way of Tory sleeves. Okay. I'm smouldering, burning. Conservatives all talk shite. Cunning, dangerous, but who's keeping a tally? They adore their war. They cheat upon cheat. It's clear-cut a wrong, Tories caught morally blind. Sitting on a park bench. No, that's the actual lyrics. Shitting out a dark stench. Racial hate inciting. Ah, it's clear-cut a wrong, Tories caught morally blind. As understanding as a shark, always placating the bland, cruel and dumb. Inexcusable such spleen, such arbitrary dung, such staggering deceit. Where's my submachine gun? As understanding as a shark, always placating the bland, cruel and dumb. Inexcusable such spleen, or such arbitrary dung, such staggering deceit. Where's my submachine gun? Recessions, recessions, a government of cancers. That's all they ever gave me. Oppressions, oppressions. Oh, they derange, they destroy. They give all of us a fisting. Ah, it's clear cut a wrong, Tories caught morally blind. Ah, it's clear cut a wrong, Tories caught morally blind. At which point I would apologise to Tony Hadley were he himself not a fucking Tory. Please welcome back to the stage, Roselawn, with snacks. Snackers. Oh,
Snacks.
so you've got very different.
Oh yeah, both the snacks are brown. Both the snacks are brown. What's in the bowl?
Both the snacks are brown.
You have Twiglets.
I have Twiglets as usual.
I have a chocolate fondant fancy.
Is that not called a French fancy?
Yeah, well, we right. I'm not racist. It's a French fancy. Fondant fancy. Ooh. And for our continental friends, this is sponge with a dollop of buttercream on the top, covered liberally in chocolate icing. It's mostly sugar,
Which you are a fan of.
which I'm a fan of. I keep thinking, should I try and
Wean
myself off the sugar? But I really like it.
I'm the same with necrophilia. I know it's not right, but it feels so good.
That's it. Now, imagine. Other things that you can bid on in the charity auction, if you've not already spotted, is a owl and log bobblehead.
Ooh.
And it's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool. I don't think you can get them anymore. They were limited, so that's getting quite a lot of attention. There also is a set of amazing enamel pins that were only available from the Tweed Diner
Oh,
in
yeah.
Snoqualmie.
Snoqualmie.
And they're amazing little pins of pies and blue roses, but they all come in little kind of what look like fake matchbooks. So they're beautifully packaged. And Scott got them for me. Scott from the Blue Rose magazine used his connections to procure them for us. So we have them. We also have edition 9 of the Blue Rose magazine, signed by as many of the double R cast that exist in the Northern Hemisphere right now.
Right now.
So at the moment, the magazine is either with or winging its way to Snake Barber, who will be getting Heavy Metal Pete to sign it. She will be sending it on to Miss Lydia Darling, our original Miss Twin Peaks. Then it'll be coming back to me for that terrible person, Julie Cruz, to sign.
Terrible.
And then that's it. We've got everybody apart from Vicky Faulkner, who basically
She's fucked off to Australia.
Went to Australia.
Selfish. I'm just going to say that.
Apparently Simon said, "Oh, Rose is back. I wonder if she has chocolate and twiglets." Yes, she does, Simon. Always
Chocolate and
with
twiglets,
sugar.
or as we call them, chiglets.
Chicken.
Chicken lips? It's not chicken.
Chicken lips. Chickens don't have lips.
No, because they're all in a bowl for us to eat.
Yes, Nick says it hasn't arrived yet, but I believe it's been posted by perhaps Louise.
Louise? I want to say Louise. Well, if you want to say
Or
Louise, I think you should be allowed to say
I don't know.
Louise.
If somebody's posting it to you, Snake, it should be with you soon, and then you and Pete can hang out, get it signed, and
Now, you see the mime for signing it?
Two-handed signature.
It's kind of drumming.
And yes, so that will be the only one of those in existence signed by the Double R cast that were appeared on the front cover. That amazing cover taken by Soul Stealer.
So who's signed it?
Louise and Karen and Abby, Brule, Benjamin Louche, Rose Thorne, Eliza Delight, soon to be Snake Favre and Heavy Metal Pete and Lydia Darling. I'll get the old Dusty Limits.
The old, I've never heard.
Julie Cruise ship.
Well, he can get Julie to
he
sign it.
he has special access.
Yes.
The only person on the cover we can't get hold of is Vicky Faulkner because she's in Australia.
Selfish.
So that is going to be quite a unique little collectible.
Unique.
And it's an amazing auction. My target is £2,000.
Now the star, you haven't even mentioned the star lot.
Oh.
Which I don't know if you know this. I think was it in the 90s? I'm guessing, of the 2000s. I'm not sure the actual chronology, but David Lynch did a comic strip in an American newspaper, and basically it's a 4-panel comic strip. That's just the cat. And the pictures in every single episode were exactly the same, but it's called The Angriest Dog in the World, and some of them were compiled into a book. And Rose Thorne contacted Mr. DKL, David Lynch himself, and got him to sign it. I'm not sure if there are any other copies of this book that have ever been signed by David Lynch, but this is a very special item.
Because some of you may remember to a Twingo a few months, probably the tail end of last year, I said, and you were talking to me and I wasn't listening and I was on my phone. You said, why are you on your phone, Rose? I went, talking to DKL. I call him DKL because, we're friends and that's what you do. And I was on the text to DKL arranging for that. And because we were in the height of COVID when it got signed for us, it had to go from us to the Blue Rose magazine, in the internal mail from the Blue Rose magazine to DKL in the signed for tracked service in the States, from DKL back to the Blue Rose magazine, and then back to us here in the UK. So it's seen the inside of many a post office. But it's pretty rare.
It's a lovely thing, really lovely thing. Rare as hen's teeth, or indeed chicken lips.
And of course, Maya, our very own Twingalia.
Yeah, now this is a lovely thing.
Maya created a one-of-a-kind art book, a coffee table book.
If you haven't seen Maya's art, I'm sure it's online.
Well, we have the pop-up shop as well from Maya. But this book is a compilation of some of her favourite pictures. It's hand-signed by Maya. And it's
I don't know how else you would sign it. That's not really signed. With your foot, maybe. Mouth.
This is a rare, one-of-a-kind piece. See, he makes faces like that, and instantly my hand goes into a fist because I want to punch him. So it's a rare, one-of-a-kind piece from Maya. It's a beautiful thing. If you don't have the wall space for one of Maya's prints, then this is a really cool way to have all of her prints just in front of you whenever you want. It's
so do check out the
Check
auction.
it out. Check it out.
Let's Twingo.
Oh, Twingo! Oh, too many balls in my hand.
Too many balls, too many balls.
Yeah, exactly. Maya said she only made one. So that's it. It's a one of a kind. Like you. A one of a kind.
Thankfully.
Ben Horn.
Ben Horn. Ben Horn. He's horny, 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 horny. He's Ben Horn. Ben Horn.
Oh, I'm going to be interviewing for him for the art.
For him?
I'm going to be interviewing him for the art edition of the Blue Rose magazine. It's Deputy Chief Hawk.
Deputy Chief Hawk, played by the wonderful Mr. Michael Horse, of course. Of course. A horse, of course. Michael Horse plays Deputy Chief Hawk.
I'm desperately excited for this. We're going to be doing a Zoom interview on the computer,
Zoom.
and I've started work on my questions, and I've seen the artwork.
As have I.
Scott made me sign an NDA, a
NDA.
non-disclosure agreement. I had to sign that and promise not to show it to anyone.
But if you know what ledger art is, look it up if you don't.
So most of Michael Horse, Deputy Hawk's art on the Gathering Tribes website is ledger art. We the boys in Manchester bought me a mug with the ledger art on it, and it's amazing. I will be asking him about the history of ledger art because it's really interesting.
That's really fucking interesting.
But the piece, if you haven't pre-ordered your copies of the Blue Rose magazine art edition, edited by Blake Morrow, aka Canada,
because that's an art attack.
Go and order it, because not only will I be interviewing Deputy Hawk, but
Horse.
His artwork is spectacular. And it's going to be a great little fun edition for the Blue Rose collection.
Blue Rose collection magazine. No, we didn't. Nothing. That wasn't cold. Nothing's cold.
No.
We're back to Twingo now.
Back to Twingo. If I don't read it off a ball, it doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
FBI Chief of Staff Denise Bryson.
FBI Chief of Staff Denise Bryson. FBI Chief of Staff Denise Bryson.
Paul suggests that you have to review the questions so that it's just not me just saying I love you, Hawk.
Well, I love you, Hawk isn't really a question. It would probably be how much do I love you, Hawk? I need to say my name's not fucking Hawk, it's Horse. Hawk on a horse.
My questions get quite political. I also asked him about his cats.
How many cats does he have?
Well, there was 2 cats on Twitter.
Okay.
So, Instagram. So,
yeah. What's John out for suggesting you punch me in the femur?
Yeah, punch me in the femur. Punch me in the femur. Right, Twingo. The moment we all cheered at the return, I am the FBI.
I am the FBI. I am the FBI.
Freddy's green glove.
Freddy's green glove. Freddy's green glove. I fear I've snapped his Gregory with my green glove. My name's Freddy. It's Freddy's green glove.
Slot machine.
Slot machine, or as they call them in Scotland, Puggies. Slot machine. Taxi's here. Monkey the taxi's
here. Red.
Simply red. Is it the colour? Is it the character? We'll never know, but it's written on a ball that just says R-E-D, red. red character. Oh, mysterious. Then nothing. Adds to the mystery, perhaps. I don't know.
Paul says, never mind the cheering, I cried at the end of the episode. We all cried because we realised how few hours there were left and we'd only just gotten back. Oh, damn it.
Oh, damn it.
DKL messing with our emotions. Laura Palmer.
Laura Palmer. She is the one, much like Maya's book, is the one that exists. It's very much the Laura Palmer of the art book world. Laura Falula Palmer.
Convenience store.
Convenience store. We used to live above one of them, and they broke my foot.
Oh, you broke your foot?
Well, I broke my foot kicking a door because they were noisy. And I was angry.
The week before we went to Glastonbury.
The week before we went to Glastonbury, I kicked the door of a convenience store. Cross it off, damn it.
Jade gives 2 rides.
How many rides does she give? She gives 2 rides. Jade. We've had Jade. Now we have Jade gives 2 rides. The sexual variety and the automotive variety. Whether she does the horsey back thing as a third, we don't know.
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger. Doppelganger. I am you. Doppelganger.
Diane.
Diane. I hate that Anne. I wish she'd die. I wish she'd die Anne. Diane, played by the wonderful Laura Dern. Laura Dern. The Dernster. The Dernsterino. The Dernmeister. Laura Dern played Diane.
Max Von's bar.
Max Von's bar. It's a bar. It's presumably either started or run by Max Von, a nod to Max von Sydow, who appeared, of course, in Dune. Max Von's bar. Where Diane likes to drink. Max Von's bar.
Atomic Blast.
Atomic Blast, not to be confused with Atomic Kitten.
Atomic.
Awful. Atomic Blast, very good. Well, very bad in many ways, but atomic.
Amanda and Andy think Ed and Norm had her crying. Paul and Manchester crying at the end of episodes 1 and 2. Episode 8 was the episode that I cried at.
Did you cry at that, or did you just really like it?
No, it was tears streaming down my face.
Streaming.
It wasn't so much a kind of sob. It was kind of like my whole life actually came
I think the end of episode 2, which was, I think, the chromatics.
Yeah.
That was very emotional because it felt like, oh my God, Twin Peaks is the Roadhouse, and that song is very good. It's kind of the one song they did that's good. That was quite emotional, but I don't think I cried.
No, it was only episode 8 that I was emotional at.
And I mean, a lot of people got emotional right near the end when Cooper, we've said goodbye to some people, Janie E and somebody.
Mm-hmm.
They got very emotional on that, and I just couldn't have cared less because I'm a hard-hearted motherfucker.
It was the atomic blast that pushed me over into the emotions.
Over the edge.
Properly.
I think it was Trent Reznor wearing sunglasses and leather gloves on stage indoors. That's what got me emotional.
I think the thing with episode 8 and that atomic blast was it was like everything that had been in my head since about the age of 14. Somebody had just tapped into my head and put it on screen. It was absolutely.
It is. I mean, I think there's great moments in the return, but I think episode 8. I mean, that's got to be the best episode. It has to be.
Yeah, and the thing about the return, Paul says, his thing was he wanted to phone his mum and ask her what she thought, because that's who he watched Twin Peaks with, but his mum had already died, and that was the thing. 25 years is a long time.
Whereas I originally watched Twin Peaks with my sister, who I didn't want to phone because she's a cunt. So Twings and roundabouts.
Twingo.
Twingo.
Oh, you mentioned them. It's the 9-inch nails.
The 9-inch nails. The 9-inch nails. What would you use 9-inch nails for?
10-inch pieces of wood.
Or crucifixion. And on the
Yeah.
left, 1 cross each. Crucifixion. Good. Right, the 9-inch nails.
White Sands, Nevada.
White Sands, Nevada. White Sands. White Sands, Nevada.
Cherry pie.
Cherry, damn fine. Cherry pie. She's my cherry pie.
Pie.
She's my cherry. I don't know the words.
She's my cherry pie. Looks like a picture in the making.
Look like a picture in the making.
Looks like a picture in the picture, not picture.
Looks. Oh, that would be weird. Looks like a picture would be weird. Looks. She's my cherry pie. Looks like a pigeon. Total sense.
Yeah.
She's my cherry pie. Looks like a pigeon and it makes me cry. She's my cherry pie. Looks like a pigeon and it makes me cry. It would. I mean, to be fair, it would.
Becky Burnett.
Becky Burnett. Like mother, like daughter. Terrible taste in men.
We never rewatched it. All of these balls, and I'm thinking to myself, it's all kind of coming back to me.
I think maybe now and again,
Mm.
if we're not, because we've just finished watching Succession, season 2. If you haven't watched
Which was
Succession,
Epic.
if you haven't watched
Epic.
Succession, get
Holy
nuts deep in that
moly.
motherfucker.
It
It's
was
it's really good. It's
amazing.
really, really good.
It was
because
amazing.
I knew it was kind of about a rich family business, corporate, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, is that going to be a bit dry, a little bit kind of dull, a bit staid? But it's very, very, very funny as well.
Amazing.
And it's very dramatic, and everyone in it is incredible. Succession, they are already filming season 3, so get on it. Watch season 1 and 2.
And you know it's good telly when I get off the sofa and sit in front of the telly. And the last few episodes, and some of the first series, I was screaming at the television, and yeah.
But I'm thinking, when we're not, knee deep in
and we finished
something,
Mayor of Easttown.
we watched Mayor of Easttown. We finished that, yes.
We're now watching Black Summer.
Black Summer.
Season 2.
Season 2. Season 1 is amazing. Season 2's had some good moments so far.
Had some good moments.
But when we're not, maybe just like not, go crazy, but now and again whack on an episode.
Yeah. John Atfield has started Succession. He says he loves Kieran Culkin. Holy shit!
He's so good in that. He's so good in that.
Perhaps the best character ever to exist on television.
I mean, a fucking awful human being, but so entertaining to watch.
Amazing television. Talking of entertaining to watch,
Twingo.
Twingo.
Oh.
Audrey's Dance, season 3.
So Audrey's Dance season 3 was, of course, a development, because season 1 was very much this, wasn't it? She starts like that, doesn't she? Then season 3 throws in one of these.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The eyes are closed. She's very much, drunken aunt at a wedding, isn't she? Maybe dancing to "She's my cherry pie, looks like a pigeon and she makes me cry." Maybe that was what she was dancing to. We may never know.
Oh, Simon started watching Bob's Burgers and he loves it.
Bob's Burgers is
amazing.
excellent
But
program.
the question is, Simon, who are you in Bob's Burgers? Are
Yes.
you a Louise? Are you a Jean? Are you a Tina?
Are you a Bob? Are you a Linda?
I'm Linda. I always thought I was a Louise, but I'm a Linda.
I think all the characters, the ones you'd want to go out for a drink with, definitely want to go out for a drink with Linda, because she'd be really good fun.
Yeah.
Really good fun. But I think I'm more of a Tina, if I'm honest.
Because that's how you run as well.
Yeah, that's how I'm not that.
Arms by the side, chasing boys down the street. I've seen you. Double R Diner.
Not the Double R Club, not yet. The Double R Diner. This must be where pies go when they die. The Double R Diner.
And who who would serve you some cherry pie, it would be Shelley Briggs.
Shelley Briggs. Shelley Briggs, Shelley Briggs. Maybe, moderate amounts of skimping on the Briggsin for Shelley Briggs.
If it's a bit cloudy, you'll say, oh, there's no stars tonight.
That's what I always say to Em Brule. Em, have you, and she'll lean forward like I'm having a real conversation. Have you got any stars? No stars. Cross it off. No stars. Starless. Starless night. Starless, no stars.
Looking perhaps the handsomest he has ever looked in season 3, it's Silver Fox Bobby Briggs.
Bobby killed a guy.
But
Bobby Silver Fox Briggs. Bobby Briggs. He collects wood, he collects twigs. He's Bobby Briggs.
Jack Rabbit's palace.
And of course leads them to wood. That is Jack Rabbit's palace. There are no rabbits there, but it's Jack Rabbit's palace.
New Fat Trout Trailer Park.
The new Fat Trap Trailer Park. Fat Trap Trailer Park. The new Fat Trap Trailer Park. Fat Trap Trailer Park. The new Fat Trap Trailer Park. I said a Fat Trap Trailer Park. Fat Trap Trailer Park, the new one. Not the old one.
Dougie Jones.
Dougie Falula Jones. Dougie Jones. And I'll repeat the rhyme for you if you have forgotten. If his jacket is in mustard tones, the man you see is Dougie Jones. If he's in green or black and in a stupor, it's not fucking Dougie, it's fucking Dale Cooper. Dougie Jones.
You get very angry about that.
Yeah, I still do it. It's very annoying because Dougie, I'm Dougie Jones. What are you though? No, you're not. You're not.
The fireman.
The fireman. Never got to look at his hose though, did we? The fireman.
Johnny Horn.
Johnny Falula Horn. Hello, Johnny. How are you today? Johnny Horn. Is that on a ball? We've had it. Is it? Have we? Johnny Falula Horn. Johnny Horn, Johnny Horn, Johnny Horn, Johnny Horn. He was born Johnny Horn. Now he's worn, but he's still Johnny Horn. Is he torn? He's still Johnny Horn.
If you've got it, extract it. It's Pine Cone Microphone.
Pine cone microphone. Pine cone microphone. Say pine cone microphone. Come on. Pine cone microphone. Pine cone microphone. Pine cone microphone.
Audrey Horn.
Audrey Horn with the dance like this. Audrey Falula Horn. Audrey Horn.
What year is this?
What year is this? I mean, seriously though, what year is this?
Seriously, like.
Because it's 2021, as they say, 2021, but didn't we like mislay a whole year at least?
No, you don't count the zeros.
So it's 221.
Yeah.
So in the year
She's
2000,
my
it
cherry pie. Looks like a pigeon and lives to die.
lives to die. Oh, variation. She's my cherry pie. Looks like a pigeon and she lives to die.
I'm a lyricist.
She's my cherry pie. She looks like a pigeon. I don't know why.
Arm wrestling. Arm wrestling. We do arm
Oh,
wrestling.
yes, we do. Okay, arm wrestling. Okay.
It's been a while, but
It's
since
been a
then
while.
I've been doing Pilates with Joe Foley, so I'm going to be,
This arm may come off. I've got another one. It's fine. And it's not my bandage.
not too bad.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Fucking Jesus. Damn you, Foley! Damn you, Foley! Damn you, Foley!
Belly button to the spine. Oh yeah, I can feel it.
You can feel your belly button.
Yeah.
It's yours. You can do what you like with it. Get off. We used to have a friend that if you put your finger in his belly button, he went, "Stop it! It makes me feel sick."
Why did we ever do that to him?
Well, I think we found out that I think he stupidly told us. Like he stupidly told us his nickname used to be Nudie.
Nudie.
So when he told us that he felt sick if some people poked him in the belly button, so we were like constantly poking him. He's a funny
He's
boy.
our lawyer.
He's a lawyer now.
He's our lawyer. Just in case.
That's not his name.
Lawyer.
Although that'd be a good name for a lawyer, just in case. Just in case he's on the case. Looks like a pigeon and he lives to die.
We have said Johnny Horn.
Johnny Horn.
Not the other G.
Yes.
Gordon.
Although we are nervous about meeting Jay.
Gordon Cole.
Gordon Thalula Cole. Gordon Cole. Played by David Lynch. Gordon Cole.
Yeah. Lucy Brennan.
Lucy Brennan. Nee Moran. Lucy Brennan. Brennan, of course, is the surname of Tom Waits' wife, Kathleen Brennan. And last week I did a show celebrating the musics of Mr. Tom Falula Waits, who's married to Kathleen Brennan, not Lucy Brennan.
Amanda, yes. 119.
119 every time, don't they? Didn't they say 119 this morning on the radio?
Yeah,
it's an NHS number, isn't it?
COVID number.
And every time they say it on the radio, instantly I have a picture of Snake Fervor screaming 119 while she pokes things into her face. What have we done for that poor innocent girl? Poor innocent girl.
So yeah, Gordon Cole may be on some of your cards as Deputy Director Gordon Cole. That's not what we wrote in the bowl, because it was a Saturday afternoon.
Any Gordon Cole.
Any Gordon Cole.
We'll take any Gordon and any Cole. Gordon Cole. Sure, I heard something. So, next ball.
Fix their hearts or die.
Fix their hearts or die. Fix their hearts or die. Fix their hearts or die. Probably the best kind of modern political slogan stroke message in Twin Peaks: The Return about the trans community. Trans women and women, trans men and men. Non-binary people are valid. Fix their hearts or die.
Oh, Paul said only 58 weeks till we get to Twingo 119. Oh my God. Oh, it'll be longer than that because we're coming back with a double R in September.
I mean, we were thinking about when we get to in the 80s, we would do like 80s themed ones, but I don't know how that would work. We'd have to think about it. Yeah.
New batteries.
Actual, legitimate tension zone. We are in the.
Sharp.
Stop it.
It's
It's not sharp. It's not sharp. It's really sharp, she said, cutting her own throat. We are in the tension zone, which means we are very close to the end of the game, which means one of you, in fact, two of you, in fact, three of you will be in the winner's enclosure, winning such prizes very soon. Let's go. Let's go. Let's Twingo.
Duracell, they go longer.
Stop poking me.
Okay, I'm going to pay attention. Deep breath. Speedball. Be ready. Jerry Horn.
Jerry Horn, nervous about meeting Jay. I am not your foot. Jerry Horn. Is that mother's hat? Oh, that's not on a ball. Is it? I didn't say that.
Around the dinner table, the conversation is lively.
Around the dinner table, conversation is lively.
Carl Rod.
Ah, the only Twin Peaks character who sounds like a porn star,
Holy
Carl
fucking
Rod.
moly.
We have a Twingo.
John Flippin Atfield, who won the last game, now claims Twingo this evening.
Well, we'll see, won't we? But we have our first call of Twingo.
And we have Maya, who's also shouting
Oh, that's for science. Oh my God!
Well, your and still Twingo champion claims may be a little
Premature.
So we've got two people in the winners enclosure. That's John the Tool at field.
That's not his name.
And Simon.
This gin is good. I've definitely decided you should try it again. It's very good. It is good.
And Simon and John, you're safe in the winners enclosure. I will be checking your cards.
Checking.
I'll be checking John Atfield's twice.
Very carefully.
Because he's a
like the list of
character.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, I am Santa Claus.
He's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's finding out just who deserves to die.
John Atfield has said to defer his prize.
Well, what does that mean?
So you don't want any of the prizes?
So
that means Simon wins.
So does that mean that John is saying he hasn't won?
He's saying he's won, but he don't want any prizes. Got enough shit.
I don't understand people. Shit is life. And,
right,
and life is shit.
Okay, so Simon, you're currently in first place. 2 more winners. Everybody stop screaming. Take a deep breath.
No
ready
one's
to
screaming.
Listen. Got a light.
Got a light. Got a light. Got a light. Have you got a light? Have you got a light, boy? Ovaltine light. Got a light.
Albert Rosenfield.
Albert Rosenfield, the great Miguel Ferrer, whose signature, the late great Miguel Ferrer, whose signature is in the Lynchian auction. So that's definitely something that's worth bidding on.
Betty Briggs.
Betty Briggs, moderate skimping on the Briggs in there. Betty Briggs. She ain't no twig.
She lives in a fridge.
Twingo.
Angelo Badalamenti.
Wrote the theme tune, played the theme tune. He's Angelo Badalamenti. Badalamenti, 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 Badalamenti. Woo! Badalamenti.
The log lady.
People, I give you the log lady. Frank Truman. He is both frank and a true man. Therefore, what else can he be but Frank Truman, like the brewery?
Richard Horn.
Richard Horn. What an arsehole. What an arsehole. Richard Horn. Terrible man. Terrible man. Terrible man.
Mandy, Candy, and Sandy.
It's 3 for the price of 1. It's Mandy, Candy, and Sandy. Mandy, Candy, and Sandy. Mandy, Candy, and Sandy. Mandy, Candy, and Sandy.
Donut disturb.
Do not disturb. Do not disturb me. I'm disturbed already. Do not disturb.
Senorita Dido.
Senorita Dido with the big golden ball of Laura. Senorita Dido. We have
Twingo from Shannon.
Shannon Twingo. And from
Pete Python.
No,
Pete.
no.
Oh, Fluffy.
Fluffy first.
Fluffy
She
first.
called too soon. Awkwardness. So Pete's basically hoping that we have an imbecile.
So in first place we have Simon. In second place we have
John Atfield saying he might make himself a Twingo championship belt.
How do you like John?
I think that would be awesome.
So in first place, but deferred, so just goes in a special pile, is John Atfield. And the winner of prizes this evening, subject to clarification, are Simon, Shannon, and Fluffy. Pete Python is in the
Waiting in the wings.
Waiting in the wings.
So who is it? It's
Simon, Shannon, Fluffy.
Waiting in the wings.
Waiting in the
That's
wings.
Pete. Waiting
That's
in the wings.
Trembling in the wings, like Diana.
She's not doing anything. She's dead. Wrapped in
I think
plastic.
she's flickering in the wind or something. Is that not a thing?
No, she was a candle in the wind. It seems to me she lived her life like a sandal in the bin. And so Rose is going to go away and check the Twingo cards.
Check.
Check, 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 check. And at which point I take the opportunity to try and flog to you a few of the books, what I have wrote. First of all, my novel, of course, the full-length novel. Look at the width of that motherfucker. It's called The 35 Timely and Untimely Deaths of Cumberland County. It's a historical novel set in Maine in the 1930s. There's a great deal of murder and a great deal of actual, real medical records in there, guaranteed to break the ice at parties. We have my 3 disturbing ghost stories, The Lights Will Go Out, which comes replete with a CD of musics, strange, disturbing soundscapes, all processed from field recordings made at Chillingham Castle, which claims to be Britain's most haunted castle, which is fascinating until you realise that there's no such thing as ghosts. We have my collection of short stories based around the theme of technology called The Invention of Mother. Think sci-fi, think Black Mirror. That's kind of the closest thing I can think of. We have The Menagerie, or the book that my wife calls The Menagerie, which is a strange fairy tale illustrated by the wonderful and the lavishly tooled Mr. John Falula Atfield. Illustrated, look at that, illustrated. Oh, she's running away. What's going on? This fire. What's going on? You'll have to buy the book to find out. And there is, of course, a spiritual sequel on the way of that. We have to talk about that, John. I know, I keep forgetting it's COVID brain. We have Voices in the Red Velvet Elsewhere, which is poems chiefly written for introductions for acts at the Double R Club. We have further Voices in the Red Velvet Elsewhere, ditto. They also have short fiction in them. We have postcards from Twin Peaks, and we have, of course, A Murder of Songs, what you saw me perform from only this evening, which is the first year of songs rewritten for entertainment at Twingo. But I thought I would read to you from, first of all, let me see. Can I see? Only if you let me. Now it's getting hot again. Obviously, we're heading towards the heart of summer. So I thought I would read to you a little poem what I wrote about the weather. The weather is so scorching. The weather is so hot. On my journey here this evening, I saw a sight that just should not be seen by man nor beast. So tragic upon this very street. A poor old woman, she had swooned, collapsed from this awful heat. O cruel, uncaring world, O pitiless universe. I say a poor old woman, she only had 9p in her purse. So that's that one. What else we got in there? Let's try a different book. Let's switch around. Let's go with, oh yes. Let's go with a tale from Postcards from Twin Peaks, which is a collection of poems, obviously, to do with Twin Peaks. It was written before season 3, but also has a few little essay pieces in the back. One called The Good Death of Laura Palmer, and one about my attempt to start drinking coffee. So, you know, worth checking. And of course, there's a potted history of the Double R Club in there as well. But this is called The Tale of Nadine. A monocular woman named Nadine, with a temperament far from serene, was mad spouse to Big Ed, who oft wished she were dead, for her voice cut like a guillotine. Her curtains, she said, were too noisy, could be heard from Twin Peaks down to Boise. So she tried and she tried that noisiness to hide, so she'd come off all Helen of Troysy. Fuck you, nothing else rhymes with that. She went mad, she went crawling the walls. She had trips, she had stumbles, had falls. But of course, what a Burke, she then knew what would work. The answer, of course, cotton balls. Yes, our tale, it concerns Nadine Hurley, who, depressed, thought to leave the world early. Spoilers. She downed pill after pill, hoping herself to kill, which then caused a great big hurly-burly. But undying, she fell into a coma and an unconscious somnambulant roamer, and then woke a teenager. Amnesia, I'll wager, went in search of her high school diploma. And as an ebullient cheerleader in school, she displayed immense strength, risked misrule. for she joined the wrestling team and proceeded to ream all the boys, thus prompting ridicule. Such delusion could mean chaos, rigmarole. Such shenanigans take a terrible toll. A one-eyed woman, quite mad, with the strength of a tiger, egad, a woman quite out of control. Are we ready? We're still checking, okay. Okay, then we're ready. I was going to do another one, but I'll do that another time. Let me just check what did I thing. Yeah, yes, yeah, okay. Please welcome back for the prize giving. The one, the only. Nature would not permit another. Rose Thorn.
I'm not sure you could cope with another either.
No, neither am I.
So there's been some backstage shenanigans. I had to check with.
Check.
With the chocolate button. Had to check in with my team about whether or not a ball had been called because there were some questions.
Who are the team?
Tonight it's Abby. Sometimes it's John. I'm often drunk by this point and have to ask other people for help.
I think John's setting up a Twingo death match between him and Snake.
Oh, well, Snake's not top of the league.
Who's top of the league?
I think Nadja is. Nadja has more scores, more points.
What do points make?
Well, not really anything.
Nothing.
Nadja has more points on the leaderboard, having come first, second, or third in the whole of Twingo than Snake. Because, of course, remember, Snake had that big gap where she didn't play.
Wisely, perhaps.
Whereas Nadja's been pretty much with us from the beginning. You're still with me.
That's good.
So John is taking himself out of this equation.
He's taking him out of the.
Yeah.
He's taking himself out.
I've won, but you know how many shots of coffee vodka do I need in my life?
All of them.
Simon is in first place. Card correctly checked.
Now.
Simon, you have won a prize.
But of course, Simon will not be winning Agent Cooper cocktail because Simon is under the age of drinking.
So the deal is, Simon, that the coffee cocktail has to go to your mother. That's the deal we make here.
It's the dealio. What's the dealio? They say. We say this is it.
Shannon in second place, having won on her second attempt.
Having returned to Twingo despite having seen me on stage.
In the flesh!
In literally the flesh.
And how many of you can say that?
Well, quite.
And
too many.
In third place, we have Fluffy. However, Fluffy, in a remarkable turn of events, had said, just give my prize to Pete Python.
She's like the modern day Mother Teresa if Mother Teresa wasn't an absolute arsehole.
So John Atfield and Fluffy go into my pen of good folks.
Pen of good folks.
Yeah, you all live in that little place where all the good people go. At the moment, you're the only two in it. And
so, you know, talk amongst yourselves.
Tickets are not eternal and can be
revoked.
But prizes.
Prizes.
So, Pete Python.
That's not your name.
Pete Python, licking the rats like a thorn.
That's.
You have won.
Pete Python, where's a thong?
You're not supposed to tell. You told him you wouldn't tell.
Likes a bonbon.
And bangs a goal.
Oh, come on.
Pete Python, you have won one black-hearted trip to the bathroom. Courtesy of the double R.
That's 3 sheets of blacker than the chambers of a dead nun's heart toilet paper for your toiletry experience.
Bob from Twin Peaks, in the style of Bob's Burgers, by John Atfield.
Oh, yes.
As a postcard. Send it to anybody. Just don't send it to us.
Don't send it to us. We have lots.
A sticker. Oh, what's that? A sticker? It's a sticker of Denise Bryson.
Oh, yeah. Fix your heart to die.
Some double R coffee bean.
In an owl bag.
A shot of coffee.
Sup it.
Oh, a red diamond. Tiny soap for your genitalia.
You could use it on anything.
A wooden owl for the magnet for the fridge. Put it on the fridge or the boiler.
A wooden owl for the magnet.
A nuclear bomb badge. One of my favourites.
Tick, 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 tick,
So,
boom, as
Nick-
your hero once said.
Nick of Aloha Dead made me 3 badges for Twingo the Return, and this is the red badge. Tick, 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 boom. Everybody go, woo, woo. Tick,
Boom,
tick,
shake, shake, shake your
a
womb.
rabbit badge, a blue rose for your hair.
You have hair.
A Twingo 2021 creamed corn edition.
Green corn. Green corn.
A tattoo for your forehead in that rock and roll
Definitely.
band. And what's this, Benjamin? This is new prizes.
Sarah Palmer's own brand.
Sarah Palmer's own brand of Sweetie cigarettes.
Smoky McSmokeface herself.
Yeah. Smoke that sugar, Pete Python. You've also won. And this is owl. Ooh,
That's what is that, pink?
It's kind of pink. It's pink knitted owl.
What's its name?
Barbara.
It's Barbara, the pink owl of...
Well, Barbara is the pink owl of unanswered emails.
Oh.
You know those emails you say to people going, oh, could you just tell me, is this the answer to that? And they never reply, and they sit somewhere in the dark,
ether.
In the dark web. Barbara is the guardian. No, the Higglyjigs are guardians. This is just the owl of unanswered emails from the dark web.
Barbara the owl there. Barbara the owl. Babs to her friends.
No, don't call her Babs. She hates that.
Babs to her enemies.
She hates that. In second prize, Shannon, you have won. Not one,
That wouldn't be enough.
but 2 black-hearted trips to the bathroom.
Blacker than the chambers of a dead nun's heart. Toilet paper for your toiletry experience.
2 postcards, the Twingo logo by John Atfield and the Bob as Bob's Burgers. A Twingo 2021 creamed corn coloured pencil.
Come on,
Some
Bosia.
double R coffee beans.
In an owl bag. Cast.
It's a cast sticker from season 3 of Twin Peaks. Oh. A donut eraser.
To wipe away all your terrible mistakes.
A shot of coffee.
Sup it.
We have here, we
Ooh.
have a little owl fridge magnet.
Fridge magnet
We have an owl and a blue rose hair clip.
for the hair.
We have an owl bookmark.
Ooh.
So I hope you don't read Kindles and you read proper books. It's an owl.
Ooh.
A cherry
Ooh.
soap. What's confusing about the cherry soap is it's strawberry scented.
But yeah, that is confusing.
A donut badge.
For the badge wearing this.
Some of Sarah Palmer's very own cigarettes.
Smoky McSmokeface.
A nuclear bomb blast badge.
Ooh, in black and white.
And an owl. But which owl?
What is that, kind of
it?
a burgundy colour?
This is
that?
kind of burgundy. This is kind of burgundy.
And what's the owl's name?
Rafale.
Rafale, the burgundy owl of...
Good wine selection.
Good wine.
Rafale
selection.
will help you choose the right bottle of wine in the supermarket.
Or off license.
Rafale knows his red wine. I'm just saying. Don't ask him to help with a rosé. Not a clue.
No, he's not interested.
Not a clue. Not a clue. But
And that's coming to you, Shannon.
and Simon, this
First prize.
is
First
it.
prize.
You have
First prize. Don't know why I said it like that.
one direct from London, UK. Not one.
No.
Not 2.
2 would be an insult.
But 3 black-hearted trips to the bathroom, courtesy of the Dollar Club.
Blacker than the chambers of a dead nun's heart.
You have won Twingo cards in the style of Bob's Burgers by
Which you...
John Atfield.
Bob's Burgers.
You have won a sticker from Twin Peaks Season 3 with Agent Rosenfield, Dale Cooper, and Diane. You have won a...
Dale Cooper's not in that.
No.
It's Rosenfield,
Yep.
Cole, and Diane.
A donut soap.
For the washing of you.
It's big enough for the whole of you. Some double R coffee beans.
In an owl bag.
Some Sweetie cigarettes.
From Smoky McSmokeface.
A double R Club Twingo 2021 pencil.
Garmonbosia coloured.
A shot of coffee vodka. You have to give this to your mum. I will not be responsible for you swigging it before you go to school. A fridge magnet of me and Benjamin, drawn by John Atwood.
I mean.
Oh my lord.
Oh, your lord.
Your very own pine cone.
Pine cone. You can use it as a microphone if you wish.
A rabbit eraser.
Wipe away your mistakes.
Owl badge.
Owl badge.
A double R bookmark. A domino.
Domino
Badge with no dots.
Blank.
Oh,
Double blank. That's the best.
The most powerful badge.
It is definitely the most powerful domino.
Some blue rose hair clips that you might like to give to your mum for a small charge. A nuclear bomb badge.
Boom.
Oh, boom. Dropped on the floor, Simon. Can't see it.
We'll find it.
We'll find it.
A
blue rose badge. A signed photograph with a fridge magnet clip that we will
It's
sign
a faux Polaroid. It's a Polaroid.
to you. And of course,
Obviously.
no prize would be sufficient
Without.
An owl.
Now this is a kind of a dark red owl. It's a red owl.
It's a red owl.
And what's the owl's name?
His name is Isaac.
Isaac, the red owl of
Road safety.
roads. Very, very sensible, Isaac.
Isaac will help you on those dangerous roads. Isaac, with his big eyes, can see traffic coming that perhaps you can't see.
Ah, I see.
Isaac. Ooh.
Isaac. He puts the eyes in Isaac.
Zach.
You can call him Zach, but he's got eyes. He's Isaac. Aye, Isaac.
So yeah, I have
All
ran
coming
out of
to you.
names, and I'm remembering names from people at my work.
That works.
So yeah, there we go. We have 3 winners. We have 2 very gallant people in the
Galoshes.
in the pen of good deeds.
The pen of good deeds.
Yeah, the pen of good deeds. Shall I go?
If you like.
I'm going to go. Twin Peaks: The Return is a long game.
Yeah, is it a longer game than usual?
It's got the same amount of balls.
Well, then it shouldn't
I
be
don't know
long.
why it's longer. Who knows? Who knows what game we're going to be playing next week? Every week is a surprise. Now that we're in the second half of 2021, every week is a surprise.
Anything could happen in the next week.
All of the balls are out of storage. Any week, any balls. You will never know until you get your Twingo card. So keep playing. I'm going to go, Benjamin Lush. I'm going to go, Benjamin
She's going to
Lush.
go, at which point all
Go.
that is left is for me to say thank you so much for watching Twingo, for playing Twingo. If you played, we had fun, we had gin, we had fun, we had gin, we had seasons in the sun, but the sun, pigeon, something, gun. Yes, thank you so much for playing Twingo. We're still doing it. I know at some point maybe we'll stop. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. But yes, we'll be back here next week with Twingo 62, episode 62. In the meantime, please do stay safe. I know the variants of COVID are running amok here, there, hither, and hither, and yon. Do stay safe. Wear a mask if you're supposed to. Don't lick anyone's faces, and I cannot stress this enough, do not lick the doorknobs. Thank you and good night.